All right, the plan is to do some prop testing today, but first I gotta set these gates back up. It was crazy windy yesterday, and I wanted to take them down because they were basically bending all the way over, almost touching the ground. I'm shocked that the PVC didn't break. So here, let's take a look here. So I got the stakes right there, and I just wrapped them around a tree like this so that if wind got them, they're not going anywhere. So let's go ahead and set those back up. All right, we get the corkscrew set back up. We're missing a zip tie here, so I'll have to put that back together, but besides that, we're in pretty good shape here. Let's go head down to check out the split S over here and the ladder over there. Didn't even realize that last night, but looks like one of the rebar pieces actually blew over. Or maybe when I was taking it out, it buckled. This one had fallen down, or partially fallen down just in the wind. So I'm not sure if that was the issue. This ground here is kind of soft relative to the rest of the yard and stuff, so not super surprising, but I'll go get a hammer, pound that piece of rebar back in, and we should be good to go with this one. Time to do the ladder right there, the second gate there, and then the starting gate up. We'll focus all the way up there, and then we'll be good. Quick hit with the hammer. We're back in business. All right, this one's leaning for sure. If we take a look over at this angle, you can see it's definitely whoop. Looks like the wind pulled on those rebar pieces a little hard. So I might pull these up and move them forward a foot or back a foot, something like that. And see if we can get that a little more straight. But honestly, I can hit that gap just fine, and you're usually cruising through this, so I'm not super worried about it. It'll probably be just fine for now. Unfortunately, the start gate is really bowed over too. I'm gonna have to see if I care, if that matters enough or not. I think it'll probably be fine for now, but we'll know when we get some quads through it. So now that the course is all back together, let's go ahead and do a course walk. This is the regional qualifier 2020-ish. I got some measurements online, shout out to Shames, and this because of the obstacles in my yard, it can't actually be perfect. I tried to measure some stuff out, but I'll point out some of the differences between this and Shames's measurements. Note that the real measurements aren't released anyways, so even his course isn't official, and really this is just for practice anyhow, so I'm not setting any real times on here anyways. It's just to get some practice in. So this is the first gate here. We come through the start and then immediately bang a right, because this pool noodle on a stick here is the flag we have to come around. So we come around the outside over here of this flag, try and cut in nice and close. Then we're on to this gate here, which we're going to tuck into this right side and quickly bang a right to this ladder. Now the real ladder and split S you can see in the back there are both double gates. There's actually a proper gate on top of the other gate. I was a little worried about having to set up guide wires to run into, and I don't even have enough gate skins anyways. So what I did instead for here is, for the ladder, I just have a post, a half height post up on the top here. So you come around through the top, around and out the bottom. So that's coming up through the top here, around this post and out through the bottom. And again, this is just a practice course. So I'll know whether I, would have actually made the proper gate or not. Hopefully. Anyways, so you come on out through here, and then the real flag in the real one should be about where this rock is, but given how close I have all these phantom branches going on, I'm just using this tree. It's over a decent amount such that it's not actually correct, you know what I mean? But I'm just using that tree, and it's just fine. So I come around this tree on the outside, we come back out over here, and we'll rotate around to the split S. So again, same kind of deal. The real split S is a double gate situation, so you've got proper skins on top and bottom. But again, I didn't have enough skins to begin with anyways, and guide wires and all that good stuff. So this is just, I got 2 more of these half poles, and again, it's a practice course, it'll be good. So we come up through the top here, loop back around through the bottom, and head this way. Next up on the list here is this flag, which you have to be on the outside of over here to the left. We come around through here, and here's another big hiccup I have on my course versus the real course. Now, I saw Evan Turner takes this first gate here. So first off, let's talk about this obstacle. This is a corkscrew, a triple gate corkscrew. And so you come in this direction through all 3 gaps. Again, I don't have enough skins to do all 3, but it's just a practice course. So I just hit, here and make sure I wouldn't have actually hit skins that would have been there. So you come in there, up through, in there, up through, in there, and out. Here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Evan Turner actually takes it where he comes out a little bit wide out here, almost where my pile o' dirt is, and comes through that way and then does his cork. Whereas Shames and a couple others I've seen online actually almost split S this first gate here. They come in this direction and split S around, which makes sense because you're coming wide from that flag there. Now, I can't do that because all of these phantom branches on this tree hanging out right here, right in my way. In fact, even if I take it right, I end up clipping some branches every so often. So I don't really have the option of pulling off the split S situation, as you can see right here. So I'm taking it wide, Evan Turner style, and maybe he'll change his path in the future. But so I'm coming out here, coming in through here, loop, loop, loop. We finally make our way through this last set of the corkscrew, and we come through this gate. This is pretty self-explanatory. This one's not a huge deal. And then the one other discrepancy from my course is there's supposed to be another flag somewhere over here-ish. I believe it's about there. And you actually want to stay on the inside. Now, I got all the house and everything here anyways. I'm trying to stay inside anyhow. So I just ignored that flag. I didn't think it was a huge deal. Again, practice course. And then finally, the last situation here is there's usually a flag right where my gazebo is. So I'm just using the gazebo itself as a flag. I come on the outside of the gazebo here, and then we're back at the start gate right there. So I've been setting up in here. I got power, which is fantastic. So we can charge batteries and go back to back. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I also set up the little lap RF right down there. Come on, focus. A little lap RF right down there. And it's close enough to the gazebo where I get Bluetooth range, and I can keep track of some of my lap times and stuff like that. So far so good. It's a heck of a lot of fun. It's a really fun course. And I'm just messing with, different prop options, trying to get my rates to feel good. And I think what's upcoming is I really need to move over to 4.1 with RPM filtering and get that whole situation set up. And hopefully I can get the thing to feel a little more locked in and have the limitation purely be my lack of skill as opposed to any hardware concerns. So cool. Well, thanks for coming on the course walk with me, and I'll see you on the next one.